Alright, so today I've got my rear firewall out, my bed off, so everything on the engine compartments, easily accessible. Some guys that had some questions about the fuel line rubbing. As you can see right here between the coolant lines on the engine and one of the engine mounts that runs through there. You can kind of see right there where it's been rubbing on the mount. Arctic Cat couldn't have spared the money for a few more inches of this wire loom they put on here. Anyway, main thing today, I know some of the guys were talking about rerouting this and removing this connector from the gas tank. Actually pretty simple. I know a couple guys said they had broke theirs. Basically all you have to do is just take, using a couple of screwdrivers, but this little plastic clip just has some hooks on it, so as you press it down and get it to unlatch, and then you just take another one and unlatch it, push up on it, and then it'll unlatch, and then just slide it out the front. And there is the little clip, and then of course fuel line will just slide right off it after that. Anyway, also, since the fuel line, talking about the fuel line rubbing, let me go around. Fuel line runs from the tank between the engine mount and the coolant hoses, and then down under the air filter, the oil filter, and it goes down up under the engine, between the engine and the clutch cover. But you can see it here. So the other point I found that was rubbing on was as it comes up down here next to the clamp. They put a clamp for the starter cable, but not one for a fuel line. Anyway, the fuel line comes up and plugs right into the fuel rail here. So anyway, that's just kind of a breakdown of how the fuel lines ran for anybody that might be wanting to think about rerouting the fuel line, because definitely the way it's ran right now, it could be a pretty major safety issue. Line rubs in two, and of course then you've got fuel spraying everywhere. And too, thought a good way to run it would be somehow to run it from the gas tank over near the main wire harness, and then run up with your intake tubes, and then just come straight across the fuel rail there. So, which the little snap-on fuel connectors, they will pivot also. There's no real fuel rail will spin whatever direction you want it to go. So anyway, appreciate y'all watching, and I hope this helps. Thanks.